Hello everybody, it's Dana Sullivan, the Stampin' Chick, here for day 7 of the 13 days of Halloween treats. How are you today, my friends? Today I have a cute and simple little gift bag to share with you. This is a lot of fun and one of those things that you can whip up in no time. So your little girl comes in and says, "Hey Mom, I need some treats for my class tomorrow." This is one of those things that you can whip up really well, and it doesn't look like she told you last night. So let me get right to what we're using for today's project. I am going to be using the Tricks and Treats dies. I'm not using the stamp set. We've already used this a few times for our projects. I am going to use the dies though, because these super adorable candy corn pieces came from that die set. And you know that we've used this a couple of times already. We used it to make a gift bag with the bag die. And we've used the little Dracula head, and we've used the tag to make Dracula's body. We've used Frankie's head as well. We've used the haunted house too. So we've used a good share of this die set. We have not used the little ghost yet, I don't think. And now today we're using the candy corns. So I'm giving you a really nice variety of things that you can use this bundle with. And I hope that it's given you some inspiration for all kinds of other projects as well. So we're going to be using that. Now my stamp is actually coming from this set called Throughout the Year. This one is a lot of fun because, as you can see, it has, gosh, a lot of the different sentiments that we might need throughout the whole year, literally throughout the year. And so we've got Easter, holidays, birthdays. This is just a thoughtful thank you. Valentine's, hello. Best of luck. I can't wait to use that one for St. Patrick's Day. Here's our trick or treat. And then cheers to you and the new year. Literally a dozen fabulous different sentiments that you can use throughout the whole year. So we're going to be using the trick or treat stamp from this set. As you can see, I have the Stylish Shapes dies here. So this is which one is it? I believe the third smallest of the circles. This set is really cool too. If you don't have it, this one is one of those that you absolutely desperately need to have in your personal collection, because look at all these different options. I mean, I use these a lot. It is one of my favorite die sets, so it's definitely one of those for the personal collection and forever and ever. Now, I also have this really cool embossed area here in the background, which you maybe can't see very well for this, but take a look at that. Can you see those little circles? Super, super cool. And it is actually from this set. So this is in the holiday catalog as well. The Cheery Patterns embossing folders. You've got 2 different embossing folders to choose from, and this will actually fit in the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine as well. I have used this one right here, and I've got so many fun ideas for using this embossing folder as well. And something that could be done is brushing over it with some ink to really make those circles pop. You could use a sanding block to rough it up a little bit. I mean, there are so many cool things that you can do, but the embossing folder itself with the really cute little circles that are all different sizes, that is so much fun. And I thought that it would be a great background for our projects. I don't know if you can see that very well, but you can see there just a little bit of texture. And so we had talked about this last night with the envelope, the gift card envelope treat holder. I had shown you the sample that did not have embossing on the background, and then the one that we made had the embossing on it, and it was a huge difference just from that. Hi Cheryl, how's it going? You love the tiny folders, don't have them, but now you want them. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they are fantastic. And, you know, when you emboss something, you can do either side or the other. And both of them are fantastic, and they both give two totally different looks to your project. And that's a wonderful thing as well. So here is the back side. This is the debossed side. And then the embossed side. So the raised up part and then the lines in the background. Really cool. Okay, we have a piece of basic black cardstock here that is 3 inches by 5 inches, and it's scored in the middle at 2.5. So we have a 2.5 by 3 inch tag topper. Give that a quick little burnish. And then this piece is just slightly smaller. So it is 2 and 7/8. Let me get that right. 2 1/4 by 2 3/4. 2 3/4, not 2 7/8. Okay. It's 1/4 of an inch smaller than the background. So 2 3/4 by 2 1/4. And we're not going to attach this just yet because, as you can see here, I have the staple that's closed my package off. I have it hidden from the front, which is just another way to clean it up and make it look nice. Also, you can see that I left the nicer side of the staple showing on the back, and I'm actually covering up the rough, ugly side. I mean, it's going to be covered up anyway, so we might as well make it look nice, right? All right, I have these little Ziploc bags. I got them either at Walmart or Hobby Lobby. They are 3 by 4.5 inches, and they're actually, I think, 10 of these little lifesavers in here. They're really cool, and if you've never tried them, they're actually really yummy too. They are the orange flavored mints. I think they're great, and whenever I see the orange, I think Halloween automatically. I don't know why, but you can see they've got the little orange speckles in them, so it kind of coordinates with our project. So hi Luann, how's it going? I just saw her today. We had a sampler class that was a lot of fun. Okay, I've got my base. I have my first layer. Hi Miss Wendy, how's it going, darling? I have my third smallest of the Stylish Shapes dies. And then I have already pre-die cut the pieces for my candy corn. Okay, so I've got Pumpkin Pie, Daffodil Delight, and Basic White. I also have a length of the black and vanilla ribbon. This is the one from the holiday catalog, not the one from the annual. It is about 10 inches long, and then I have some linen thread. Now, I don't have this cut off because generally when I'm working in my studio, I like to tie my bows directly from my spool. That way I'm not wasting it, right? I'm pretty frugal with my stuff, and I want to make sure that I get the best use out of it. So I like to tie my bows directly from the spool. All right, first and foremost, let's go ahead and put our bag in here and staple this bad boy shut. Oh, Miss Wendy, how's it going, darling? I'm so glad that you're doing well. She says it's going great. That is wonderful. Okay, there we go. So just put a little staple in there. And, you know, this side is going to be the clean side. This side is what I call the ugly side. I could have put that in just a little bit higher. I'm not sure that it's going to cover. It's not going to cover this time, so I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to put this right there because, incidentally, I punched it crooked and it covers mostly on this side, so we're going to go with it. All right, I am going to add a bit of Stampin' Seal here. And we'll see if we can manipulate this to just cover up that staple. I really just don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I want to make it cute. All right, there we go. Okay, now then, we have one little single bit of stamping to do today, and that is it. It almost makes it feel like this project is too easy, doesn't it? Okay, I've got my Memento black ink, and as always, tap, 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 not smush, smush, smush. Okay, very good. And I'm going to stamp it a little to the right of center, as far over as I can get it. And it's not far because it's a pretty good size stamp that fits the circle. So we can't get it too far, but it's just a little bit over. That's going to come into play when we start stacking things together, because we have this little candy corn that's kind of going over the edge there. All right, I'm going to set that aside for just a second. Add a little bit of glue to these pieces and get them assembled. Now these are the die pieces from the Tricks and Treats set. So each of the 3 die pieces are in the set. It makes it wonderful. Whatever your background or your middle section is going to be, that's what you want to cut the big one. Now, you know, candy corn comes in all different colors these days. You can get cotton candy ones that are blue and pink, and you know, lemonade ones that are yellow and white. I mean, it's crazy. So you could actually do, and they have them for different holidays too. So for Valentine's Day, I've seen pink and red and white ones. So you could really use these all of the time if you wanted to. I mean, how much fun would it be to make a couple of cute little Valentine candy corns with some faces on them and a heart between them? Oh my gosh, it'd be so cute. You don't have to worry about this die set just being for Halloween. In fact, you know, I'm hoping that it doesn't, excuse me, I'm hoping that it doesn't retire, because I love that box, or bag rather. I love the tags. I love it. And these 2 little dies right here, if you have this set and you don't know what these are for, these are to make little ribbon holes on your bag. I mean, how cool is that? So anyway, it may retire. It probably will. Stampin' Up! Typically retires all of their Halloween stuff each year. So I expect that it will retire. So I'm just telling you that because if you like the bag and you like the idea of the tags and the candy corn and all of that stuff, maybe you want to go ahead and at least get the dies, even if you're not a Halloween person, because there's going to be some really cool things to do with those dies. And once it's gone, you know, you don't want to go anywhere else to get it. Try eBay, you'll pay 3 times as much. And Temu, if you've ever seen it, is that how it's pronounced? Temu, whatever. All that stuff is counterfeit product, and it's garbage. It's just garbage. So get it while you can from Stampin' Up! Let's hope it comes back if they retire it. You know, I don't know. I just hope that they don't. So, I mean, actually, I've got it now. So, you know, if I'm going to be selfish, I say, it's okay, I've got it. But you want to be that too. You want to say, it's okay, I've already got it. Okay, we've got our bag, and I've just assembled my little candy corns. Now, something that you can do, and I didn't do it on these ones, but it's something I've done before, and it's a lot of fun. Let me bring in my black pen. This is something years ago, if you've been a paper crafter for a long time, you remember doing the hand-drawn stitching on different things, especially paper-pieced projects, and it was super cute, and it was kind of like the teddy bears with the little stitching around them, and you could just do it on anything, and it was just a lot of fun. So let me go ahead and do that on this so we can just see how different it is between the two, right? And it's super simple, and I can show you how to do it too. Okay, so all I'm going to do basically is I'm just drawing little lines, and there is absolutely no rhyme or reason to this whatsoever. You're just kind of, making some lines, and I'm not even worried about it being straight. I actually kind of like them to be just a little ziggy, so they're not totally straight. And come along. Here we go. All right, so there's one, and you can see it really does make a difference. Now, the wonderful thing about doing this is it really gives whatever your paper piece project some serious dimension and character. It's just fantastic. So let's go ahead and do this one too, because I don't think that we'd want to have one without the other. And come around. As you can see, squiggly lines and all. I'm not even trying to be straight. The only thing I'm trying to do is kind of keep it within the shape of my my little project here. So, you know, I kind of like to keep it. There we go. All right. So, very simple. Okay. Now then, I'm going to put this one on dimensionals, and I'm going to put some dimensionals on this right here, top and bottom, and I'll put one dimensional down here, and you'll see why. We're just thinking ahead about how we're going to lay these projects out, or lay these pieces out. Hi, Sherry, how's it going? So I'm going to go ahead and do this, and then I really want to make sure that this piece doesn't squat. I don't want it to squat anywhere, so I'm going to cut that dimensional in half and do that. And then here and here. Okay, so we have those. Now, before we attach them, we're going to put our ribbon on. I did not do this ahead because, number one, it's super simple to thread it through here. And then number two, it helps hold the ribbon in place. So it's kind of like having a third hand by going ahead and stapling this to the bag first. It doesn't really secure it, but it just kind of helps hold it a little bit. Okay, so we'll go just about like that. And then here's where I say that I like to make sure, that my linen thread is still on the spool, and I make my bow directly from the spool because I don't want to waste it. I can come along here. Okay. And I'm going to cinch this down. Just like this. Okay, there we go. I'm just cinching it down so that it's gathering it up right there. Now that holds the ribbon in place and it will not come off. And I'm going to tie this into a super cute bow. Okay, now I can tweak it a little bit here. There we go, just like that. Give it a little tug to pull the loops tight. Get back there, friend. We don't want to play with it too much because the more you play with a bow, the more wonky it gets, but we needed it to all be good. Okay. There we go. Quit that. There. Alright. Now then, I'm not going to worry about these tails until I get the rest of it done. But I have my ribbon on here. And now I can go ahead and pull the backing off and start layering my pieces together. We'll take these off. These little backings, they find their way everywhere. Does anybody else have that problem? Oh my goodness. Literally anywhere. Okay, one here. And come on, backs. And you think you have them all. You think you've got them all in the trash. I mean, my trash can is right there. Right here on the table, not a foot from me. And I peel the backing off, and I put it in the trash can. You would think that would be the end of it. But no, I find them on the carpet, on the stairs, upstairs, in the living room. I mean, there's no reason for them to be there. I have no idea how they get there either. Whatever they do. Okay, now I'm putting this right here on this side, just a little off the edge. I'm going to peel the backing off of this dimensional, and it is actually going to sandwich right about here. But I want to add a little liquid glue to the edges of my candy corn so that it attaches to each of these pieces. Okay, so we'll go here just a tiny little bit, and then right about there. There we go. Very nice. Okay, now then, we need a little bit of bling. Okay. 1, 2, and 3. So cute. All right, now then, I'm going to go ahead and touch up my ends. I want to kind of pull the tails apart. That'll cinch this up closer to the edge, and it'll spread my bow's tails apart just a little bit. And then here and there. And that, my friends, is it. That took us, what, I don't even know, just a couple of minutes. Took more time to explain what I was doing than to actually just do the work. So there you have it, my friends. Something super simple and easy that you can do. Crazy inexpensive. Let's see, from this one bag of Lifesavers, I could probably get 4, maybe 4 of these little gifts from one bag. And I'm pretty sure I got these at the Dollar Tree. I'm pretty sure. So, you know, four little gifts for $1, and then the supplies, you know, like, just crazy. Maybe 40 cents for each project. That is an incredibly inexpensive, super stinking adorable gift that anybody would love to have. These would be great for doctors, nurses, receptionists, whatever, because they always love mints, and, you know, fabulous, right? Okay, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me this evening. I hope that you enjoyed this project, and make sure that you stay tuned for day, 8? Tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. And I will have another fun, fantabulous, spooktacular project to share with you then. All right? Thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your night. Until next time, my friends, bye for now.